When the thought was, we're going to get, you're going to have to come out front and sing now, I thought, who's going to play the drums, I can't stand to hear my stuff. It's got to be, I know how I felt when I played it, and I've got to feel that thing coming back from the drummer.
And I said, well, that sounds reasonable. Why don't I play the drums for, a period of time till you're settled? You sing the songs, I'll play the drums, because, we played kind of alike, actually. In fact, I think Phil Collins set my drums up as a drum roadie in the late 60s, somewhere along that. We played alike. And I said, well, you'll know it'll be sort of dependable and there won't be any lumpy bits in it and it won't be too full of surprises. And you can sing the songs and feel vaguely confident that the thing won't collapse behind you. Either he suggested that to me or I suggested that to him, and I signed on. That would have been 1976, I think.
Bill was one of my early drumming heroes, really, in the 60s, and I befriended him and invited him to play percussion with Brand X. We did some stuff together, live shows, and in conversation, at the same rehearsal place in Acton, where we did Selling England, he said, have you found a drummer with Genesis yet? Because you're singing, aren't you? So I said, yeah, I can't find anybody. He said, well, why don't you ask me? I'm not doing anything. I said, you wouldn't want to do that. You've been there, Yes, King Crimson. He said, no, I'd love to. I
didn't have much emotional involvement with the music. I was accustomed to being very involved in the mechanics of the music and how the group worked and what direction it would take and so forth. And that had been the key for me in both Yes and King Crimson. With Genesis, I was a hired gun, sideman, not required to have any emotional involvement in anything. In fact, better if you didn't. And I found that very difficult. So I was finding out for myself that that was not something I wanted to do. And to this day, I'm not a great sideman or what they call session player.
Intriguing look behind the curtain at life at the heart of progressive rock and electric jazz. It's the truth about being a professional touring musician. It's about 40 years on the road, in the studio, and playing drums his way.
Why didn't we ever hear this in Genesis, this Motown
Well, it's
streaking?
there. I mean, it's like my big band, If you listen to some songs, there's a soul drummer in there trying to sort of bring a little bit of funk to the band. Get 'Em Out by Friday from Foxtrot. There's lots of big band stuff going on in there, and jazz, and Motown musicians were jazz musicians. So to me, it wasn't too far a leap.
Tempos. Now, 7/8, what the heck is that? Suddenly, people like me are looking for ideas. We need stuff, we need material. What can you bring to the table, man? So we're always looking for stuff, and the minute somebody goes to me, button, 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 ooh, I know what to do with that. I can play that all night. Lovely, lovely.
was my life. That was how I grew up. And still I can't feel a f***ing thing. But they tell me in time it'll get better.
Here's an example of an enthusiastic Bruford and Collins in 7/8. In America, and somebody said, what are all those people running away from at the end there? To which the obvious question is the 7/8.
I was able to play the music I wanted, where I wanted, with whom I wanted, and when I wanted, and get paid handsomely for it.